Test 1 2.
Hello, testing.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I tested last night. Otherwise, all battery so switch on or what? Because sometimes if you don't really need to call, no sound. So this one don't touch, just power on. All together. Power on. This one so new power on.
Test, test, testing. Mic test, mic test.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, graduates, faculty members, and colleagues. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the 6-month customized Train the Trainer piping course. It's an honor to have all of you here today as we celebrate the hard work, dedication, and achievements of our graduates. We are especially honored to welcome our distinguished sponsor, Yinsen Production, as well as Petroleum Commission of Ghana, and our valued training partner, Swedgelog. Their support and commitment to advancing industry expertise have been invaluable to the success of this program and to the development of our graduates. To begin, our graduates will deliver a final presentation showcasing the skills, knowledge, and innovative solutions they have developed over the course. This presentation will also include their experiences beyond academics and insights from their time in Singapore, reflecting the growth, the memories they've gained along this journey. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage with a warm round of applause.
All right, graduation presentation, learning journey and water transfer project. It's a PowerPoint presentation by the trainees. We are the trainees, and here we are. All right, we are here to provide a comprehensive overview of our training journey here at Nyan, and we'll focus on the learning moments, the project outcomes, and the non-academic experiences we had during our journey. We'll also highlight the development of technical and soft skills. We'll take an overview of the water transfer project's milestones, and we'll also look at memorable non-academic engagements. Our presentation is in 4 sections. The first part, we'll look at the academic highlights and the skill development. The second part will be on the non-academic moments and cultural experiences. Then we'll look at the water transfer project overview, and we'll conclude and acknowledge the giants of whose shoulders we stand here today. So we'll take the part 1. We'll take an overview of the key courses we studied here, and we'll look at the skill development, both technical and soft. So we actually started with piping design. Piping design focused on the principles of piping layout, design specifications, and standards, with the key learning areas being the understanding of piping codes and specifications, hands-on skills in designing efficient piping networks for fluid transfer, for that matter, water transfer. We also looked at piping, fabrication, installation, and verification techniques. This course covered fabrication methods, installation processes, and verification techniques. The key learning areas were mastery of welding, cutting, and assembly techniques for pipes and tubes. We also look at techniques for verifying joint integrity and system alignment. Material science and mechanical properties was another course we looked at. Here we examine material selection and its mechanical properties. for piping systems. The key learning areas were in-depth knowledge of materials. We looked at metals, ceramics, polymers, and composites. We also tried to understand corrosion resistance, and material suitability for different environments. We looked at building management and design. It covered integrated building systems and management design for water distribution. The learning areas were to implement automated control systems, which PLC was what we employed in our system. Then we also looked at the designing efficient layouts for building services like HVAC and plumbing. In your short, myself and colleagues examining some metals under the microscope. Yes, then we had external courses too. We had switch lock, tube bending and installation for instrumentation. There they provided us knowledge on tube bending essentials and tube fitting installation essentials for instrumentation. Another external course we had was Singapore workplace safety, where we learned safety training for construction site access and building codes. The key learning areas were understanding safety protocols for pipe fitting and installation, and adherence to safety codes and risk management in construction environments. Skills developed over the period. We developed both technical skills and soft skills. For technical skills, were precision measurement and cutting, welding and joining techniques, pipe bending and fabrication, sealing and leak prevention, solar water heating systems, instrumentation and monitoring, and of course, safety protocols and pipe fitting. For the soft skills, we worked in teams, collaborated a lot. We solved problems and adapted to situations under which we found ourselves. We managed projects. Our project, for instance, we had to manage the time. We effectively communicated. It was a soft skills we learned. And of course, we're aware of safety and we comply to safety codes. And we also learned leadership and initiative skills from the whole project. These are some of my colleagues welding there, seriously. I would end here and hand over to my colleagues. Yeah, since they are in sections.
Thank you. Good morning once again. I deem it a great opportunity to be here to welcome you all for our graduation presentation. I am Patrick Brovey, and then I will take care of the part 2 of our learning journey. Okay, so our part 2 of our learning journey was focused on the non-academic moment and then experiences in Ngee campus. And then most of the thing that we were able to experience here was their culture differences. Some places, some facilities in Ngee campus, and then we're able to have the privilege to tour around Singapore to see some of their sustainability infrastructures that is also helping the country. We're able to learn a lot, and we had a group activities, sea tours. We had the opportunity to visit Malaysia, Johor, to have a get-together with our coordinator, Zori, and then we had another opportunity to visit a place called Hopper Villa in Singapore here around the Kent Avenue with Chuswan, our piping coordinator. And we also had the privilege to also experience sport activities with some of the lecturers around, with our Captain Ben on the floor. We had a lot of experiences. And throughout our journey in Singapore, we were able to understand individual differences and cultural background to the height of its respectance. So our learning journey in Singapore has been a great one, and we had a memorable moment with the church family that we were able to visit Gardens by the Bay and other places around the Marina Bay Sands area. So this is us having time, a lunch time with the Jensen board. The director himself was there, the MDs, Some of the directors too were available for the lunch, and it was all awesome and very great. They had good delicacies around. We were able to explore a lot of food here, from Thailand to Ido to Malay to India and to the other races. It was so nice and nice experience. So we are grateful for all these memorable moments and these experiences that was being occurred in Singapore, Nian campus. Thank you so much. At this moment, I'll invite my colleague to take care of the part 3 of this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Good morning once again. So my name is Robert, and we shall walk you through now our water transfer system, the project that you can see here. So I'll give a brief highlight of the whole project, which will cover design, assembly, integration, and automation. And my other colleagues will take you through the details. So the objective of the project, one is to design and implement a reliable water distribution system for building infrastructure. Two, to develop skills in pipe fitting, automation, and system integration. The last is to emphasize on practical learning through hands-on experience, covering design, assembly, automation, and performance testing. Background to the project. Effective training in pipe technology is essential for developing the technical skills required in water transfer system and building infrastructure. Conventional training approaches often lack the practical component to expose participants to real-world piping challenges, such as precise pipe fitting, automation, and flow management. The objective of the project. One, to build an educational rig that stimulates a real-world water transfer system to enhance training in piping technology. Two, to provide hands-on experience with critical skills, including pipe fitting, sensor integration, and PLC-based control. And the last, to enable real-time system monitoring and control adjustment, offering comprehensive insight into water transfer dynamics and troubleshooting. Overview of the project. The project focuses on designing, constructing, and testing a comprehensive water transfer system, emphasizing pipe fitting, PLC integration, and system automation. Our key deliverables included a composite tank that you can see, which the participants did on our own with the supervision from our lecturers. Also, the piping network. As you can see, connection from bottom tank to an elevated tank, all were done by students with supervision from our lecturers. We also had control system to also connect the system automatically, and also to construct a mobile rig to house all the components involved. The project began in July and we ended it by end of September. I would therefore give the opportunity to my colleagues to give details for the project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robert, for the good presentation. And good morning once again. My name is Samuel. Please, I'm here to, project the mechanical design and rig construction. So we considered material selection. So we look at aluminum profile and aluminum sheet for the construction of the rig. After the selection of the materials, we use Autodesk Inventor and draw and design the rig construction. So after the designing and the drawing of the rig construction, we exported the drawing to ANSYS to simulate and also analyze the test results for whether it can, pass the integrity structure. So after the simulation, we came out that the stresses were within range. So it gave us confidence that we can use the material that we selected. And one more thing that I escaped was that the Autodesk Inventor was, and the AutoCAD was a tool or a software that we learned here. That is what we use to design the project. So after the results, we also came out with the test, which is, you can play the video for us, please. So as you can see the video, we have the maximum stress, which is 2.559. That is the red line that's showing the video. Give us the more assurance that we can use the material. So after the acceptance of the results, we then measured and cut the material according to the design specification and assembled together using fastening called bolt and nut. After that, we check for the stability of the project and everything was okay. So the finite element analysis, that is the FEA, purpose of the structure integrity was essential and assess overall strength and ability of the water transfer system under varying loads. Then the stress analysis was able to evaluate the stress distribution across the composite tanks, the piping and frame to ensure that all components were able to withstand the external load that were going to be fixed on the structure. Then finally, we came out with the results summary, which was the composite tank analysis. The tank design was also confirmed to be structurally sound with maximum stress values well below the material yield strength. The tubing network, the stress analysis revealed that the copper tubes and stainless steel fittings maintain integrity under the tested pressure condition, as I earlier mentioned. Then the maximum deformation observed was minimal and did not impact flow consistency. Then finally, we came up with the frame stability. So the aluminum frame demonstrated strong load bearing capacity with negligible deformation, ensuring structure stability during the operation. So I'll end up here, then I'll hand over the mic to my colleague.
Good morning once again. Thank you, colleagues, for your wonderful presentation. I will continue from where they ended by how we constructed the composite tank. Construction of the composite water tank. Process overview, material selections, step by step. Then tank profile preparation, then profile, shape, precision, fiberglass layout. So we use a fiberglass in preparing of our water tank. And we have to get all the measurements per the tank size that we want. So all the corners, the joints, all the walls were cut into correct measurement. Then lay by lay, we put all our fiberglass, about 5 to 4 layers to get the solid water tank. Then our base is prepared first for the water tank. All the edges were prepared. Then from there, we move to the side and side, the four side, to get the water tank solid. So from there, then we add a epoxy and a hardener in combination to get a good, solid, and combined, so that all the four joints and the base can be bond together. So in doing that, we have to make sure we have a good reinforcement and the finishing, the internal buffering and everything. Then in curing, we have the final curing. We have to bond everything together by leaving it for 4 to 5 hours for it to cure and have a good stand of the tank. So there are a few challenges that we face in constructing the tank. Maintaining uniform thickness throughout the tank walls was a little bit challenging, because we have to get a precise measurement so that the tank will not baffle or it will not have any wrong dimensions and all those things. We need to get all those things in line. Then the curing time too was another challenge, which we have to leave the tank after side and side. We have to leave it for about 5 or 4 hours before we can do another side. This is another challenge that we have throughout the composite tank. Then finally, leakage testing. The leakage testing, we have to go through a lot of testing to assembly. After the assembly, we have to go through a lot of testing to make sure there's no leakage under the joints and all the walls and all the corners, so that it can take the water and we can use it for a long time. So these are a few challenges that we had in constructing the composite water tank. I will end up here and my next colleague will come. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. My name is Emmanuel Aqua. They are all presenting most of the mechanical components. The world is also changing from more mechanical to mechatronics. So from the knowledge acquired from electronics and electricals, we need to integrate it into the project. Because if you have all the mechanical components, how do you power the pump to transfer your water through the tubing and the piping systems that you have done? So we have to integrate the electrical systems. Aside from mechatronics, they also talked about the PLC system, which is more automation. So we need to put in automation systems to transfer our water systems. So per the diagram you see on your right-hand side, that is the control circuit systems that we integrated into the water transfer project. The left-hand side is actually the control system for the level control. We don't want to put a system in place where if you are doing a water transfer, the upper tank is full up. You need to walk all the way down to shut the tank down. The system must be able to be autonomous on its own. When nobody is around, you should be able to fill up when you need water up. It should be able to sense when the water level is low. So the left-hand side is the floatless system that we integrated in the PLC system. And then on the right-hand side is the solenoid control systems. There are more manual valves in the system, but how do we also automate a valve system that can operate on its own without the human effort being integrated? So the right-hand side is the electrical solenoid system that works integration with the PLC system. And then the upper part of the diagram is the pump automated system. So once we have an electrical power systems integrated into the whole construction that we have done, without the effort of a human being, the system can sense that the water level is low. Let me pump to fill up. It senses that if the water level is high, let me stop the power supply. So it can work autonomy on its own without integrating a lot of human effort. So that is the control circuit system that we came out with. So aside from the knowledge we have acquired in those welding, pipe tubing, construction of the tank and everything, we're also privileged to be introduced to electrical electronics. And once we do piping systems, we should be able to monitor pressures and all those things to know how long is our pipe going to withstand flow? What is the pressure that is also going? And those things are very important. So we factored into the project. So the PLC systems, the dynamic response, and all those safety systems were part of the electrical control systems that we did. So from this point, I would like to thank you for your time and then also introduce my next colleague to explain the next part of the piping and instrumentation diagram.
Thank you, my brother, for your presentation. Good morning once again. My name is Elijah Kofi. Yeah, I will talk on the piping and instrumentation diagram. So on the piping and instrumentation diagram, we have our bottom tank and our upper tank. On the tank, you have the various instruments being fixed on the tank so that the tank or so that the system can work effectively and efficiently. So on the system, you have very important instruments. One is the freighter, which is also called the check valve. Being fixed on the system, you have our non-return valve, you have our pump, our primary pump, you have our solenoid valve, you have the ball valve being fixed on the system, you have the pressure gauge or the pressure sensor fixed on the system, you have the fluid sensor fixed inside the tank. So on the diagram, the green lines shows the electrical connections to all the instruments being fixed on the system. So on the diagram presentation, you have detailed layout showing placement of pumps, valves, sensors, and flow and the flow path. That is, on the system, you have the primary pump and then the secondary pump. And then on the system, you also have valves. One is the ball valve, and then the other one is the solenoid valve, and then the non-return valve. The non-return valve and the ball valve ensures that the system work effectively. And then inside the tank, you have the fluid sensors. One is at the lower level, and then the other one is at the upper level. And then you have features highlighted. You have the sensors on the primary and the secondary flow path. You have pressure sensors near pumps and critical junctions. Valves for flow regulation. The operational insight. That is, ensure visibility into how system components interact and maintain overall functionality. That means, it means that when all the instruments are fixed on the system, you need to do visual inspection to ensure that all the instruments fixed on the system are working and working well. And then future work. So on the future work, we are going to introduce IoT monitoring integration. That is, integrate IoT sensors for real-life remote monitoring, enabling predictive maintenance, and then early detection of fault and better overall system management. It means that we are going to introduce IoT system so that you can know where there is the need for maintenance, and then early detection of fault. And then on the expanded system automation, exploring the potential for increased automation by adding smart valves. We are going to introduce smart valves, variable frequency drives, that's VFDs, and advanced feedback loops, making the system more adaptive to varying operational demands. It means that we are going to introduce smart valves so that where there is a fault or where there is a leakage, the valve can automatically close by itself. And then on the sustainability energy sources, you're also going to introduce solar system so that the pump and all the instruments can be powered by solar. Thank you. I will hand over to the next person.
Thank you. This good morning once again. I'm Patience Ajaklo. Yeah. Considering all that we have gone through, in conclusion of all the experiences that we've been taking through, we have a brief summary of everything, and I will take them by 2 points. We have the first one, which is the learning outcomes, and then the personal growth, the impact it had on us. So for the learning outcome, skill mastering. Skill mastering acquired hands-on skills in pipe fitting, PLC programming, composite tank construction, and instrumentation setup, meeting industrial standards. Then the second one, we have project achievement. Successfully designed and tested a functional water transfer system, demonstrating mechanical and electrical integration competence. Then the third one, we have data utilization. Leverage data analysis for flow rate, pressure variation, and structural integrity, ensuring accurate system performance. Then on the personal growth, we are able to, under the technical proficiency, enhance expertise in welding, sensor calibration, and CAD modeling preparation for real-world scenarios. Secondly, problem solving, overcoming challenges in pipe bending, sensor calibration, and PLC logic development. Then lastly, we have the teamwork. We were able to work as a team, which improved collaboration skills, contributing to a supportive learning environment and project success. CSTA. Thank you to our graduates for the inspiring presentation. It's wonderful to see the journey you've taken and the skills you've developed. Now, it's time to hear from one of our graduates who will be representing the class. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Cephas Avori to the stage to share his reflections on this journey.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable MC, my instructor. I'm here on behalf of my colleagues to say a very big thank you first to God, Almighty God, for seeing us through this period in Singapore. I believe that God has done it all. Coming over from Ghana to Singapore is about 17 hours journey. and being in a flight was very stressful. But by the grace of God, we've come to the end of our presentation. We thank God. So I think you can put your hands together for God for helping us through. Secondly, I want to express a sincere gratitude to Yensen for sponsoring this program. I believe it's a very good vision to support. Yes, thank you so much. I want to say to the mentors, especially you sent to us, to Chris, to Giovanni, who is not around. Thank you for pouring many years of experience in us. We are very grateful. Yes, even though we are living in Singapore, we still have you in our minds. Thank you for investing in us. We are very grateful. We are very grateful. And then to the Petroleum Commission of Ghana. What a wonderful vision to have. AOGC started a few years ago by the president, the vision of the president. We want to say we are grateful. I think we are the fourth batch to come to Singapore. The first batch went to Canada, second batch also to Canada, then the third batch to TTU, where they train about 150 people. And then we are the fourth batch. We want to say thank you so much for thinking about the country, about the success of the country. One day we'll also be like Singapore, I believe it. One day, all Singaporeans will visit Ghana. Yes, they'll visit Ghana. And then to Ian, Polytechnic, we say we are grateful. Thank you for having us on your campus. What a wonderful environment to be, to study. Yes, your students were also very good to us. We were enjoying their lunch all the time in their canteens. Yes, we want to say we are grateful. We are very grateful. We are leaving your school, but we'll still keep in touch. We'll be contacting the lecturers. We'll be contacting everybody that will help us in this journey we've started. We are very grateful. Then to my colleagues, thank you for seeing us. Even I will say thank you for considering me as a team leader. I may not be very good, but I think I did my best. Thank you. And then I'm sorry for any misunderstanding, any challenge that I may have imposed. Yes, thank you, thank you. Then to Swage Log, I can see I've forgotten the names, but thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can see Jason and then his friend. Thank you so much for teaching us tube bending. I was surprised that now I can do tube bending easily. We are grateful. We are grateful. Some of my lecturers are here. I can see Mr. Sundram. Mr. Sundram, thank you. I can see Mr. Tio, thank you. I can see Madam Chuswan. We are very grateful. Oh, I can see Madam Ivy. Madam Ivy, we are grateful. We are grateful. Thank you for pouring years of experience into us within 6 months. We were stressed, but believe me, we are very grateful to God and very grateful to everybody that helped us through this journey. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Butter. How did I forget Mr. Butter? Wow. There's one thing I remember. Mr. Butter told us not to touch a hot metal when welding. And I mistakenly touched the hot metal one day. He said, "As I told you, don't touch a hot metal." Then later on, he himself touched the hot metal. Mr. Lee, thank you. The pressure I gave you, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for making sure our works have gone on successfully. Mr. Lee, I can't mention everybody, but I want to say we are very grateful. Thank you so much, Madam MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Cephas, for those heartfelt words. I'm sure this journey has been both challenging and rewarding to each and one of you. Now, let us enjoy a short video montage that captures the memorable moments, hard work, and camaraderie that have made this experience truly special. Let's take a look.
I'm excited to share with you the incredible journey of our bespoke pipe fitting program. This initiative brings together learners from various institutions across Ghana, providing them with unique real-world skills that are rarely accessible. Instant Production is proud to sponsor this program, strengthening our partnership with the Petroleum Commission of Ghana. Our goal is to nurture local talents and foster knowledge exchange.
I joined this program to gain hands-on experience with advanced technology and expand my skills in pipe fitting, fabrication, as well as design.
The most significant knowledge I have acquired from this training is the technique in tube bending. It has offered me the skill of bending tubes in any complex fluid flow layout system.
My study experience in Singapore has been very transformative, fostering cultural immersion and personal growth. Singapore's exemplary infrastructure has taught me essential lessons in sustainable community living, preparing me very well for my return to my country, Ghana.
I'm planning to put what I've learned into practice and work in similar industries, mentoring students to share real-world knowledge.
I highly recommend that participants remain open to learning, as even familiar topics can yield new insights. As a group leader, I strongly advise developing teamwork skills. Pipe fitting relies heavily on collaborations, which significantly boost job effectiveness.
As an industrial mentor, I've shared practical insights and experience to accelerate the trainees' learning in offshore piping and process plant. Their thoughtful questions reflect a genuine passion for personal growth and a strong commitment to adding value to the country of Ghana.
By equipping them with specialized skills and knowledge, we are fostering a new generation of trainers who will positively impact their communities. I truly believe this partnership will pave the way for future collaborations and innovations in vocational education between the two nations.
My scope for this course was to integrate the Polytechnic lesson with the practical experience coming from the field. Several practical lessons have been conducted to educate the student in the area coming from material, welding, and NDT.
Today, we stand proud celebrating the remarkable achievements of our learners. This moment amplifies instant production's unwavering commitment to social responsibility and sustainable development in every region we operate.
Hope you enjoyed this wonderful montage. The past 6 months have been filled with valuable learning and unforgettable experiences. We are honored today to have several distinguished guests with us who have been integral to the success of this program. To begin, I'd like to invite Mr. Egbert Fabil, CEO of the Petroleum Commission Ghana, to share a few words. Mr. Egbert, please.
Wow. Good morning. I bring you greetings from the Petroleum Commission of the Republic of Ghana. On behalf of the board, the management, staff of the Petroleum Commission Ghana, I'm very pleased to be with you today. For me, today marks a very important day because what was started some 6 months ago has reached a climax. And when I entered this hall, the first thing that struck me was what is to my right, which the graduates have eloquently spoken to as their project. At the Petroleum Commission of Ghana, we have a mandate to, among others, ensure job role localization. And so it came to pass that after careful review and analysis of where we have come from as a country and where we aspire to, we recognize that we have a deficit, especially in the area of piping, with respect to trainings and certifications of Ghanaians by technical institutions in Ghana. So what we sought to do under the Accelerated Oil and Gas Capacity Building Program, which is a program very important and dear to the heart of our President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government, we resolved that we need to get a significant number of Ghanaian instructors from a number of technical institutions to be trained under the trainer program to be able to at least acquire basic skills in pipe fitting, for pipe fitting or piping to be introduced as a course of study and certification in our technical institutions. But these things cost money. These things cost money. And so when we looked across the parapet, we had to find a financier. And I'm happy to say that a very good corporate citizen in the person of Jensen, when we approached them, had discussions with them, Jensen, because it is a good corporate citizen, Jensen, because he has faith in Ghana and our people, resolved that no matter what it takes, it will sponsor the training. So, Jensen, I want to say thank you very much on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, and also the Petroleum Commission, the Ministry of Energy of the Republic of Ghana, for taking that step of faith with these 10. But for your commitment to finance this, perhaps we would not be here today. And I just want to put it on record that the Petroleum Commission of Ghana will never forget this investment in the people of Ghana. Because these 10, when they go back, will be part of a pool that will train young Ghanaians in pipe fitting. Even if it's in the basics, it is said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just a step. This is part of that step, the foundational step. And Jensen, when that story is written, your name will be there in letters of gold. Personally, I will not forget this. Of course, in all of this, we must also place on record our gratitude to Ngee Polytechnic, because Sarah here will tell you that at a point in time when Jensen had even committed to, sponsor, I was a doubting Thomas as regards whether the training would take place at all and which institution was going to run it. But she, I think, is a woman of faith, and she kept telling me that, oh, Ngee will be able to do it. Ngee will be able to do it. And so when I found myself here a few months ago, maybe some 6 or so months ago, the reception, the warmth, also the belief in Ghana that all of you at Ngee exhibited towards me and the team I came with, and even for the graduates, those who are graduating today, I said, look, Ngee is a world-class institution. It is a place that we must look to for even further collaborations. So I want to thank all of you. I may not be able to mention all the names. My friends are Jensen, our friends here at Ngee, the instructors, the various people who have worked seamlessly behind the scenes to make all of this work, the collaborator institutions, the staff, the students of this institution. Let me thank you for this investment in Ghana. When I watched these 10, I said to myself that it was a wise decision we took to bring them here. And Jensen, all of this is because you made it possible. I just want to say thank you once again. My thanks may be coming too profusely, but sitting here and watching them display these graduates, I must thank them also for not letting Ghana down, for not letting the Petroleum Commission down, for not letting the President and the Accelerated Oil and Gas Capacity Building Program, as well as the Ministry of Energy down. Because you could have come here and resorted to all kinds of things and not listened to your instructors. But the feedback we have, the evidence that is behind me all show that you have lived the Ghanaian spirit of belief in self, the Ghanaian spirit of love for country, patriotism, nationalism, and the rest. And I know that you are raring to come back home to impart. May it be well with you. I know that when you come back home, we'll have meetings and then we'll see how you'll be deployed through the Ministry of Education, where all of you belong, with the exception of, I think, Nesta, who works with the Ghana Navy. So yeah, I know that even as far as the naval dockyard is concerned, you have an ambassador there. And then in the Ghana education system as well, you have ambassadors. Yes, in all of this, I say that we are very grateful. We thank you. We want this collaboration to continue. It may not necessarily be funding, but attachments for practical experiences on your various, operations within and without Ghana will help them. We want to see a Ghana where these 10, alongside others who have been trained, will be in the forefront of imparting skills to our young people to enable them take up very critical job roles in our upstream petroleum industry. We go back to Ghana very mindful of the fact that Ghana-Singapore relations have, from the days of independence of Ghana in the 50s and thereafter, yours, have been good. And this training, Jensen, has even further developed and deepened the levels and spirit of collaboration between Ghana and Singapore. And Nian, I think you should be proud that you have also joined the milieu of collaboration between the two countries. I don't want to speak too much. I came with a delegation made up of Mr. Kweku Boateng, Director Local Content at the Petroleum Company, Kweku, if they may rise. And then also Sarah Kwesindankwa, who is a Director Localization, who I describe as a woman of faith, because through it all, she kept, insisting that this must come on. And then, of course, our manager corporate affairs. So as we say in Ghana, of course, the delegation from Yinson Production West Africa who arrived behind JJ, they also worked seamlessly behind the scenes whilst all kinds of engagements were going on. They never lost faith, they never lost hope, and made sure that all of this happened. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, the Ghana Yinson part. I want to thank you as well. I think I must mention you. I've mentioned Yinson as a global brand, but let me also acknowledge the Yinson Ghana brand. You do a good job for our country, and we will you well. We want to thank you. On behalf, once again, of the Minister for Energy of the Republic of Ghana, the President of Ghana, the management, the board management, and staff of the Petroleum Commission, I thank you all, and God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Egbert, for your inspiring words and your continued support. Next, we have Mr. Chai Jia-jun, Group Chief Strategy Officer of Yinson Production, sponsor of this program, to share his insights and encouragement with our graduates.
Good morning, Mr. Egbert Tabil, CEO Petroleum Commission, Ms. Anna Yap, Senior Director, Ngee Poly. Good morning, my fellow colleagues, delegates from Ghana, delegates from Ngee Poly. Thank you. I'm very honored to be here to witness the graduation of our wonderful trainees from Ghana. I think the reason why we are all here today is because back in 2015, the country of Ghana and ENI entrusted us, Yinson Production, to be the FPSO contractor for a significant development offshore Ghana. Right? We are very honored to be entrusted with this role for the energy security of Ghana. And thanks to FPSO John Ajikum Kufor being online, I hope you have a little bit less dumsor. I think we believe, we want to go fast, you go alone, you want to go further, let's go together. I think the partnership together between us, ENI, and Petroleum Commission has been one that's been very fruitful, right? We were awarded the contract in 2015. We delivered the project on time, on schedule. We had the first oil in May 2017. And May 2017 is the commencement of a 20-year partnership with the country of Ghana for us, right? We are not one of those projects where we extract minerals and we leave. We have a office, we create jobs in country, right? And we have, with that 20 years project, we have committed to a localization plan to Petroleum Commission and the country of Ghana. You know, I'm very proud today to say that in Ghana, in office and Accra, we have 0 expats already. We are tracking very well towards our commitments offshore, towards the localization of our crew. So I won't go on further about how Ghana has made this possible, as much as Mr. Egbert said thank you. I think we as Yinsen, we thank you, people of Ghana, for entrusting us with the relationship for producing the oil and gas that you have on your field. And it's only that made this possible, right? So congratulations to all the graduates today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chai, for your company's invaluable sponsorship and inspiring message to our graduates. Now, we are honored to invite Ms. Anna Yap, Senior Director of Ngee Polytechnic, to speak about the journey and achievements of our graduates. Ms. Yap, please.
Right. A very good morning and a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests, led by Mr. Albert and Mr. Chai. Right. I must say, I really, really treasure this partnership and collaboration with the Petroleum Commission of Ghana as well as with INSEN, because without this collaboration, we wouldn't be part of this really wonderful, wonderful journey. And we're really very privileged to be part of it. Right. Well, my speech is very targeted today at our stars of the show today. And we have 10 bright, shining stars. And that's to our graduates, right? So, dear graduates, today marks a significant milestone, okay, for each and every one of you. Over the past 6 months, you have embarked on a transformative learning journey that began with INSEN's Return to Community program. This initiative was born out of a vision, a dream, a vision to elevate the skills of Ghanaian educators in various fields while embedding a train-the-trainer philosophy to ensure the long-lasting and sustainable impact of skills and knowledge gained. The program we have completed is no ordinary course. It was specially crafted, designed, and tailored with care and with you in our mind. It took us 1.5 years of careful planning, proposals, curriculum development, endless nights of discussion, and the result is a 6 months intensive training program aimed at equipping you with sufficient knowledge and skills in piping technology. The focus areas range from piping system design to installation maintenance, with an emphasis on pipe fitting and key enabling technologies used in infrastructure construction, which is crucial to the economic development of any nation. I will do a quick summary of what you have gained, but I think what we have seen here physically and what you have shared just now may not do justice, all right, to what I'm going to share, but please humor me. Throughout your time in this program, you have delved into smart building technologies, advanced mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, MEP for short, as well as pipe fitting, welding, and advanced manufacturing. But this journey wasn't just theoretical. It was also rooted in hands-on practical training with industry standard tools and techniques. In the process, you have gained valuable certifications, namely the Welding 6G AWS certification, the Swatchlock certification, and workplace safety certification. These industries recognized certifications will not only enhance your personal experience, but will also contribute to the development of your communities back home. Your learning journey here at Ngee Polytechnic has been full of hard work and purpose. From working with industry processes to being exposed to the advanced building and construction technologies that shape Singapore's skyline, you have demonstrated resilience, curiosity, and determination to learn. And it's this determination that will propel you forward in the future. We know this journey wasn't always easy. You faced challenges such as cultural adjustments, homesickness, dietary changes, and even language barriers. I know it's not easy to find plantain here, right, in Singapore. Right. Yet, through it all, you have remained steadfast. You supported each other, made new friends, and you adapted well. Whether it was through making your own home cooked food in your residence or sometimes being adventurous, right, in trying our local dishes at hawker centers, participating in cultural exchanges, or bonding with one another with our trainers, you found ways to overcome. This resilience is a testament to your character and the strength of the bonds you have formed during this time. As you return home, the benefits of this program will extend far beyond the classroom. You are now equipped to set up a welding institute in your own country, a bold initiative that will develop local talent and raise local industry standards. The knowledge and skills you have gained here will help you deliver high quality education and training. And the confidence you have developed because of what you have accomplished today will be your greatest asset as you step into bigger roles in the future. While you may miss the time you have spent here in Singapore, you are now part of something bigger. You carry with you the responsibility to inspire the next generation of learners and to build a better future for your economy. You are now a role model for the students you teach. Stay resilient, stay committed, stay curious, develop a relentless pursuit for both intellectual and personal growth. Now you have graduated to become teachers, but always remain a student at heart. There is something to learn each and every day as long as you stay curious, question the status quo, and you'll find innovation and creativity. Congratulations once again in your incredible achievement. I've no doubt that each of you will go on and make lasting impact, like what Mr. Abbott has said, right? Not only in your own careers, but also in your communities. We are very proud of you and will definitely miss all of you. And we look forward to hearing about your great accomplishments when you return to Ghana. And we will be here applauding and cheering for you from afar. My best wishes to your future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anaya, for your kind words and for your commitment in providing an excellent and enriching training program. And now, for the highlight of today's ceremony, the certificate presentation. At this time, I would like to once again invite Mr. Egbert Fabil, CEO of Petroleum Commission Ghana, and Mr. Tai Jia-jun, Group Chief Strategy Officer of Yinsen Production, to join Ms. Anna Yap on stage to present the certificates. As I call each graduate's name in order, please come up to the stage to receive your certificate. We kindly ask everyone to hold your applause until all graduates have received their certificates. Okay, so first one we have Cephas Avori. Elijah Coffey. Emmanuel Aqua. Fred Komla Joseph Azabi. Joyce Ama Awito Asamoah. Patience Azakloi. Patrick Bluevy. Robert Nestor Kojo Odro. Samuel Ofosu. Last but not least, Thomas Adjabu. Congratulations to all our graduates. Let's give them a big round of applause for their dedication, hard work, and accomplishments. May I invite Mr. Chai and Ms. Yap to first return to your seats? Okay, and we would like to invite Mr. Egbert to present the tokens of appreciation to his valued partners. I'll now pass the mic over to Ms. Sarah.
So we have this, which is a gift from the Petroleum Commission Ghana to the entire Nian Polytechnic. What do you see there in our country, Ghana, are called Edinkra symbols. There are various motifs of the Akan people, which is one of the ethnic groups in Ghana. And it tells a beautiful story for each of them, as you see. If you look behind them, the first one is the one you see up here, says Pejawuti Naji Asida. That is, raise your head and accept our thanksgiving. And then what you have below is Ese ne Tekrema, that is to say the teeth and the tongue. Even though they are in one, like the mouth, they interact a lot, and sometimes the teeth will even bite the tongue, but they still learn to live together in harmony. So this is what we bring to you, to the entirety of Indian. I'll ask Mr. Kwekubatin to join me as we do the presentation to you, madam. Yeah, very well. Yeah, very well. So still again to Madam Anayap from the Petroleum Commission. It is all about Thanksgiving. Pejawuti Naji Aseda. We thank you so much for what you have done for these graduates and for Ghana. Thank you. So this, I'm instructed, also reads Pejawuti Naji Aseda. That is, raise your head and take our Thanksgiving. This goes to Mr. Peter Liang in appreciation of your immense contribution to the training of our graduates. Thank you very much. This is for Mr. Leon Pei. Thank you. And then, how do you pronounce this? Kewe. Okay. And then Lao. Okay. Zuru. Okay. And then So Kokshwa. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very well. Very well. Okay. So CY. Okay. So CY has one. So you can present it to us. So JJ, if you can take it for him on our behalf. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is. Oh yes. So now Opokwajima from Yensim. Also, this is for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then this is Sam Edmonds of Oma. It's a pity he's not here, but a great collaborator. So I'm sure you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So thank you very much.
Now we'll take a group photo with our graduates and distinguished guests. May I invite Ms. Anna Yap, Mr. Egbert, and Mr. Chai to be on the stage and join our 10 graduates for a group photo. our graduates too. Thank you. Graduates, please remain on the stage. Okay, next we would like to invite our guests from Yinsen Production to join our 10 graduates for a group photo.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. One more time. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, may I invite our guests from Petroleum Commission of Ghana to join our graduates for a group photo.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. One more time. 3, 2, 1, 0. Thumbs up. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 0. One more time. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, graduates to still remain on the stage. May I invite our partners from Swagelok to take a photo with our graduates. Thank you. And finally, may I invite the staff and trainers from Ngee Polytechnic to join our graduates on the stage for a final group photo.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. One more time. 1, 2, 3. One shot. Do the breath. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us on stage to capture all these wonderful memories. Let's give one last round of applause to our graduates and everyone who made this program possible. With that, we have come to the end of our formal program. On behalf of Ngee Polytechnic, the Petroleum Commission of Ghana, and Yinsen Production, we thank each and every one of you for being here to celebrate this special occasion. Graduates, family and friends, and guests, please join us for a buffet lunch located just outside the Lightbox area. We hope you enjoyed the meal and continue celebrating this wonderful milestone together. Thank you all once and again. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming for this event. So the formal event has already ended. The refreshments is outside, so please enjoy yourself, and you can still take some photos around our this beautiful campus over here. All right, so please enjoy yourself. All right, and we can catch up. Thank you.